Hey everyone, I'm Rather Coherent, back with Operation Frenzied Pipe. This will be a very difficult sabotage transmitter mission. The sit reps, well, the mission timer being increased by 1 doesn't matter, but the extra patrol getting dropped in definitely could. We're full tier 2'd on an assault again, so of course we have our sparks in the back. Our biological units up front, we have tons of explosive, 2 combat engineers, both with Gauntlet Mark IIs, a sapper. We have a marine with venom rounds and a medic with tracer rounds. This unit is not one of our best units, but they're a lot stronger than our previous one. We have no squatty or corporal whatever supply officer. We don't have multiple support classes. We have a couple lieutenants. I think we should be able to handle this one pretty easily. It's almost clearly easier than the previous mission we had, so let's get into it. Alright, the target transmitter's all the way over there. I'm not seeing any high ground through the fog of war, but there's probably something somewhere. For now, let's just blue move forward and see what's around us. Alright, we got a Viper with a couple of friends. Turn timer of 5 turns isn't too bad. We got civilians in the way here, which is pretty awkward for us. Move to this corner cover and see what's going on a little bit better. Not getting pinched yet, that's good at least. Take Exalted Citadel and sprint to here, I think. There shouldn't be much of a way for this to get punished, and it gives me as much vision as I can get before I make the rest of my moves. I should have blue moved, yellow moved, obviously. No punish, though. Lots of enemies. That was a 7-man pod with at least a Sun Lancer, a mech, and a sectoid. That one was a bit scary. Ashen Fortress needs to move up. He needs to get involved, but, Peak from Concealment might work against civilians, and if it does, then this move is safe, and there's no reason that wouldn't work. Yeah, okay, good. I was a little bit worried about that, but we're fine. Absolutely no high ground anywhere within sight so far. Just going to move back to this lamppost on Carbon Mile. Napalm Blizzard wants to be moving up, maybe get a rocket next turn, so I'll put him in full cover. Same thing with White Wolf. I'm going to try to get him somewhere on the opposite side. Can't quite make it. I'll take this half cover and reposition next turn. Frantic Nightingale can't go as far, put him in the half cover behind it, and Mirror Face just goes as far forward as they can, which turns out to be here. And now we'll see what all 3 of these pods do and what we're fighting and where we're going. Alright, this mech pod is moving towards us. It looks like one of the smaller pods on the map, just an officer, a mech, a striker, and a drone. This huge pod appears to be kind of coming towards us. They're really just milling about. It looks like the leader is heading up and left, so we don't have to deal with them. And the Viper pod's moving away as well. Also, I might have crashed. This doesn't look like a normal hang. This looks like an actual crash. Alright, we're back. Unfortunately, I just played out this whole turn, and it went great, and everything was going swimmingly, and then we crashed for the first time in a long time. We're gonna be trying it again. Last time we started off with this supernova for obvious reasons. We're gonna be continuing to do that. How could you ever not? It's just use one ability, kill the entire pod. They're there, don't worry about this graphical glitch. That one happened last time too.
As we had hoped, the network separation has been temporarily delayed.
Both of these pods are scattering. Hopefully they end up in roughly similar positions. I think these positions are actually identical. That's good. I'm going to keep playing it the way I did last time to the best of my ability, which means I'm running forward on Carbon Mile and chucking a heat grenade over here. We can get the Trooper and shred the mech. Then we're going to Overwatch on Exalted Citadel and try to finish off the mech before bombarding something. Overdrive's really, really valuable as well now because it's giving us the additional aim. 96%, it would have been an 81 without overclock. This is so much safer now. Overclock is just such a crazy ability, and we're actually going to show that off during this turn. Last time this failed to kill the Purifier and consequently failed to kill the Viper because the Purifier didn't explode. But if it could just high roll this time and kill them both, that would make it a bit easier for me. Very nice. And seeing as we have an action left and nothing clear to use it on, despite having just said when I got this ability, why would I ever use Overclock to hack something? A Metron's pretty easy to hack. And having it out there to bait shots for me actually just seems like nothing but good. If we fail, it'll get more aim and defense. The med drone will become unstoppable. There's really no risk here. So, I've used 3 characters. There is an officer, an advent, and a stun lancer left out of 3 pods. Seems normal. And actually, 2 of those are already dead to White Wolf because we've upgraded this gauntlet. And with an upgraded gauntlet comes an upgraded flamethrower. Unless we low roll and fail to burn, the stun lancer is dead. Stun lancer is gone too. The officer's all that's left. I don't want him shooting my sparks, but it's going to be pretty hard to get him out of his position. We don't have line of sight from anywhere we can reach here to suppress him, unfortunately. I'm trying to remember where I put my Marine last time. I didn't take this position because I was afraid of pulling fog, but I was willing to take this one, I think.
10-4.
Frantic Nightingale can't suppress because you don't have that ability, and Octopus is out of the way. I'm going to move Octopus here in Overwatch. They don't actually have Sentinel yet, so it's not that good, but it's something to do. Exalted Sentinel has that constant bug where after overdriving it thinks he can suppress for no actions. Like he has no actions, it just lets him suppress for some reason. Shouldn't be able to do that. I can move Nightingale up here and just chuck one of my flashbangs. I guess my only flashbang. You don't actually have concussive grenades. I shouldn't have given you this. But I can just use this to try to not get wound time. If the advent officer has worse aim, I might have a couple less days of repair on one of my sparks. Because he's never shooting the Pioneer. The Pioneer's not a threat, so he's going to shoot one of the sparks that's actually frail. Napalm Blizzard can just move up to the other location and Overwatch. He'll be flanked if he's down here, so... I don't like this, I don't have angles forward. This is half cover, but he is a lieutenant combat engineer, he'll be safe. And again, this is not legal. Like, obviously I can suppress the officer, that would be better for me, but I shouldn't have that move. The Hunter's gonna show up, hopefully he doesn't crash the game this time. And his odds of beating us here look pretty damn slim. We are thoroughly in control of what's happening on the map. I don't think he stands much of a chance of hurting us, as long as nothing terrible happens with like 3 or 4 pods coming in. I have no idea what happens because this is where we crashed last turn as soon as you started talking. Thanks for watching out for us, Bradford. Now that you're talking, the Hunter can't crash us. Alright, not taking the damage from Carbon Mile, still a 48 to hit. Oh, that's not where you want to drop in, buddy. So, yeah, we can get there.
Whatever you say.
Does this pull? I can't imagine it does. Give him a mine. And then back away, because purifiers are very common at this phase in the game. Gonna move to here. I don't imagine this pulls because I have this drone here. Forgot about him. I was gonna say because I've got the Pioneer up here, but the drone makes it 100% never pulling. I can drop a second mine, and I will. This pod doesn't exist anymore. It's maybe a little bit overkill, but no kill like overkill. Now, where it's safe to be will depend on if this character is alive. Spoilers, he probably isn't. Carbon Mile, what's your shots at? 89. Doesn't kill because of the full cover, though. You can see down here, Heavy Cannon -5 because he's in that full cover. So it doesn't affect my chance to hit, but it does affect some things. Kinetic Strike, however, does not have this rule applied. So I'll move here, Kinetic Strike, almost always kill him. I should have scouted with the med drone first. There was no reason not to. If Carbon Mile dies here, it's my fault. Well, he wouldn't die, he'd get dropped to 1 in stasis, and then I'd bug out with him. But, yeah, if he took huge wounds there, it would have been wholly my fault. Now, having done that, I know it's safe to be in these positions, but I actually want my Marine here. I'll Overwatch. I know it's safe to be here. I'll move up here, because I think my other combat engineer is pretty far down right now. He is. Gonna move him to here, keep him on the opposite edge. Gonna move my medic more towards the middle.
Is it clear?
Exalted Citadel didn't even act yet, neither did the med drone. We'll move the little guy down here and Overwatch him. This way, if something like a riot... Oh, he actually literally can't Overwatch. I'll move him here just to like slightly disincentivize a grenade here or anything like that. And I'll move Exalted Citadel up here with him. I had no idea Medrone's couldn't Overwatch. Like, I guess at some level I knew that, but it never occurred to me as a fact. Anyway, whatever's in this ship is dead. I hope it's just 2 troopers. There's a purifier. This is why we backed away. Actually, I might be in range on Exalted Citadel and the med drone. They might be at the edge of the 2-tile radius, depending on what side he's on. Nah, we're good. Anyway, they're all dead. No one there has more than 8 health. These overwatches didn't matter. They were all dead already. This is just salt in the wound. I don't know who managed to get experience for that, but it all should have went to whoever dropped the second mine. Wait, what? Why is anyone alive? Has the second mine not gone off yet? I'm a little bit confused how you could have lived through that, sir. The second mine didn't go off. The med drone went before the second mine, healed the purifier, and then the purifier lived through it. That's really cool. You guys are back just in time to give Ashen Fortress something to do. I'm sorry for your loss, by the way. Hunter, you really should just leave. Advent is not doing anything this time. If I had vision, I would actually stand still and shoot him to establish dominance, but sadly, I don't. Now, first things first, we have this med drone to scout with. That's not my med drone, that's dead. I'm having a really hard time clicking on my med drone here. Okay, first things first, I've got this med drone, I may as well scout with it. I guess it's gonna go back to their side shortly. So I'm gonna move it up to the purifier. And then I'm gonna move my comm engineer here and shoot the purifier. This already exploded, right? That looks like the burnt out wreck shape and not the going to explode shape. But I have blast padding and ablative health and all that, so I'll be fine even if I'm wrong. Anyway, we're killing our med drone now. We don't need to scout anymore. Well, I guess the med drone gets to live.
Gotcha.
In that case, we'll continue scouting with it. Could you tell us if anything's gonna get pulled when Ashen Fortress runs in here? No. Great news. You need to move forward, and wouldn't you know it, you can blue move into the loot and out of the tracking shot. I would hope you agree. My instructions were pick up loot and don't get shot. So, like, I'm looking at this grenade wondering what I could ever use as a justification to not take it. I really like all the snarky grenade remarks that Carbon Mile is making. That's actually perfect. The med drone is still alive, but 1 shot left. So we can get the XP on it for our characters very easily. Timer's still got 3 turns left. Not too beat up about that one. Gonna go for this trooper in the back before the snake. We have 1,000,000 people with shots on the snake, unlike this heavy.
Targeting sequence.
Get on the roof. You're gonna want to be away from what's about to happen. Because whatever it is, it's gonna involve explosives now. I'm not exactly sure what it is that's about to happen, but it will involve explosives.
I'm trusting you here.
The furthest forward White Wolf can get is here. I don't think that's close enough for a grenade. The only shotgun shot I have is here, so I'm just taking that. It looks like they might get to live this turn. Hopefully I can at least bring down the Viper, because he does pose a substantial risk to everyone around him. I can just barely get here on Exalted Citadel and take the shot. I have good reason to believe he's going to have the best accuracy of anyone on the team anyway. Let me quickly tab through 1,000,000 objectives. I don't really care about those. 100, that's pretty good. Alright, there's now no longer any risk. The med drone might rebel. The heavy gets to take an action. None of that really matters. What I'm going to do here is run my Marine as far forward as I can. Where even is he? Here's Mirrorface. Where is she, it turned out. And then I'm going to take Exalted Citadel and just walk in front of them so that they're safe there.
Physical exertion outpoint.
Frantic Nightingale is going to run forward to here. No risk of a flank.
Good to go.
Laughing Octopus to here. And that's us for the turn. Let's see what the heavy does. Can he save them all?
Kill all the humans.
I don't think he's got this. Oh no, he's killing the med drone. That bastard. How will we manage? Hunter's launching a tracking shot at... Oh no. Oh, we forgot about loot. This mission should have been flawless, damn it. Well, it's fine. Can you run at him and see if there's anyone left on the map? Like, if we pull them, it's not a big deal, but I don't think there is. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just gonna be over here soloing the hunter, guys. Yeah, just keep running at him. Hey, how have you been doing over here?
Considered sparing XCOM once I took over this world, Commander. Unfortunately, our last
Man, I was not expecting his life story when I said hi.
death warrants.
The dangers of small talk. Jesus, please stop. I can just hop down here and chuck a grenade. It's not guaranteed to kill. This probably is. I don't have sight. Going to run for it on Exalted Citadel.
Stomp, stomp.
I guess I'll heal myself. We're in, like, no danger here. We have the ability to chuck grenades at that guy to kill him. We just need to make sure that we don't get any wounds on anyone else in the process. Before my hubris gets the better of me, let's go take that shot. This doesn't kill the heavy, but it probably kills the truck. It depends on if the truck will explode right now or afterwards. I think demolition was a guaranteed kill. That's fine. We have a combat engineer nearby. We can take the demolition on him.
The best you can do.
White Wolf, please fix my mistakes. There. That'll finish off the truck and kill the heavy. Laughing Octopus can sprint forward. Mirror Face can sprint forward.
Got it. Moving.
Napalm Blizzard can sprint forward. I'll blue move and shoot an objective just in case. Oh, I don't need to because the hunter's here, never mind. Carbon Mile can't quite get to the high ground this turn. That's probably fine because the hunter's probably not going to be on the low ground anyway. I shouldn't have done that. Now the hunter can get a shot on Carbon Mile and wound him.
I've got help.
Thank you for summoning loot, though. I really appreciate that. Oh, he summoned lots of loot this time. I really appreciate that. That's so good. Let's see if we can't kill them all in one action. Ah, they're too far apart. Yeah, I suspect Ashen Fortress doesn't really care about this. No, I would not say that was particularly effective.
Assuming there's anything left.
I let the loot expire again?
We're done.
Okay, no, I didn't do it this time.
Just let you
Oh, I thought I made that mistake twice in a row. I was really upset with myself.
your kind excel at.
Going to blue move here and Bombard Protocol with Exalted Citadel. Delirium Core, woo. We just barely can't get both of these, I think. Unfortunate. We can drop it on the Hunter for the damage. It'll get... Look at that. It's going to get shell-shocked, normal damage, and fall damage. I'm just going to overdrive here and punch them all. I have to land the first punch first, otherwise I'm going to glitch out and lose some actions, I think. But there's a 9% chance that that doesn't work, so I'm just going to overdrive. And then we're going to punch all of them. They're going to try to overwatch me. It's going to be very sad. We've all seen this one before. Please stop. Please no. These three. Yes, that one. We gained 3 health from their overwatches. Jesus Christ. 1 down.
No life signs.
Thank you for... Oh my god. Dude, these guys have more loot than normal? I think it's just a high roll, right?
I think Advent's been letting
Anyway,
some of the
let's keep going.
rejects slip through production lately.
Another one down. Thank you very much for the loot, Mr. Hunter. That's also 2 advanced items. Maybe the Hunter summons actually do give more loot than normal. I don't know that that's even a thing. I think it's just like a loot drop with nothing else. It just randomly rolls from there. But I could be wrong.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, that's a basic bet stock. I think I just high rolled twice and convinced myself of nonsense. So I overdrove. That's 3 punches. I should have 1 move and 1 punch from Breakthrough and Relentless. So first we're going to take this, and then we should be out of actions. But it says 3 on Ashen Fortress, so I'm very confused what we have left.
Armor deflection. Where's the sport in hunting with a machine?
We have a Breakthrough and a Reflex, I think. I'm just going to move right here to expend to all of my remaining moves and wrap up his turn. Oh, I don't know where the 3rd move came from. Maybe breakthrough can happen more than once in a turn? I'll have to check and see if maybe something like that's going on. We're gonna take explosive action on Carbon Mile. Move over here. Yeah, I think we have the kill on the Hunter this turn. This might be a 100, let me see. Only a 60, let's fix that. Could you get him on the ground? We could use some more bonuses. It's so much damage, it's disgusting. And Ragdoll into the sky just for the BM. 14 damage from a blue move in squad sight range. Get out. This is still only 80%. It's not like we can get a grenade to him, so I guess we're doing this. It's better to just walk away from him and not ever get shot, right? Unless someone else can get in range and do something. Which is definitively not happening. So instead, please hide like a coward.
This unit is relatively agile.
Best explosive action turn of all time. No competition.
Got it.
Napalm Blizzard can move up here and make sure no one's coming from this side when we move forward. So we're just running everyone forward this turn. I'm gonna move right, there's a bit of a hole in the wall here. Overwatch on my medic, and let's just see what the Hunter does. Spoilers, he's going to shoot at Slasher Fortress on the high grounds. Not Slasher Fortress, Ashen Fortress. They're both red, they both melee.
You weren't supposed to live. Let's see what you've come up with now.
No, unfortunately, because I used explosive action last turn, I can't get in range for a grenade. But wouldn't you know it, we have a million of those on this team. Take the rocket.
For the fireworks.
And then we can finish. We probably shouldn't be finishing with Pioneer. We probably want to finish with literally anyone else. That's fine, I can just walk in and shotgun him.
Done.
If I somehow miss this, there are plenty of grenades vaguely nearby. Disgusting. Absolutely demolished.
Ammo's low.
Do you normally see him fall over and be dead, or do they normally just explode out in the purple pillar immediately? I feel like he's not supposed to actually play his death animation, so I don't usually see those, but maybe I'm going crazy.
Me down more than once.
Yeah, he got a rank for that, so you absolutely get experience for shooting the Hunter. For killing the Hunter, rather.
We're not picking up any other contacts. Get those charges.
Look, we're
deployed.
done. Calm down.
Good job, Commander. But there's no trace of that Chosen left. I've got a feeling we haven't seen the last of them.
Very, very smooth mission. Absolutely crushed
Signal
it.
confirmed. X4 charges are active. That transmitter is history. Good work, Commander.
Poor Hunter, he's just getting bullied these days. 30 enemies down, no wounds, view mission debriefing. Unsurprisingly, 10 kills, 139 damage, awards. 3 kills and 34 on Carbon Mile. 3 kills and 41 on Exalted Citadel, never missed a shot. 2 kills and 15 on Napalm Blizzard, missing a lot of his shots, but Overwatch is hard to count. Mirrorface tried, but did literally nothing. White Wolf, 4 kills, 36 damage, actually doing work like the other two Sparks were. 5 kills and 35 on Frantic Nightingale, same story. Those were the ones with the mines on the reinforcements, I'm willing to bet. Laughing Octopus landed all their shots and did nothing with them. But yeah, that would be the hard carry by Ashen Fortress. Once again, sad to see no promotions on these other two Sparks, but also, they're actually pretty high ranked now. The faster they get promotions, the more alarming it's going to be. So, it's probably for the best. Promotions on these two Combat Engineers are great, we'll handle it in the barracks as always. A good pile of loot, agility's not really the best. Nothing here is super important to me, to be honest. Let's get out. The big thing is we stopped Made Whole. That's really good. That's really good. Made Whole removes the weaknesses of the Chosen. They're just gone. They have no weaknesses anymore. As it turns out, Shell Shock makes the Hunter a lot easier to deal with, and whatever weaknesses the other two have, I would like them to keep them. Actually, don't I already know what weaknesses the Chosen have? Or not the Assassin, but the Warlock at least. Adversary skirmishers and takes additional damage from third plus attacks in a single round. Okay, so you want to focus fire him, and he's also weak to skirmishers who specialize in focus firing. His strengths are that he's immune to explosion, hard change of pace there. Infuriatingly, not only is he immune to explosions, but when you shoot at him, he has extra dodge. And when he shoots you, you automatically die, no bleed outs. I want to say the Hunter's knocked 2 of my people already, so that would have been rough on the Hunter. I think it's less of a big deal on Soul Ripper here, but it's still rough. I don't like that at all. Popping back over to the barracks though, we have some promotions to dole out. Combat Engineers in need of new abilities, not you, Shrapnel. Napalm Blizzard can take Phosphorus to hit mechanical units and shred armor with his flamethrower, or other things. Based on how I described them, you might understand that I'm not taking them. Minor Kinetic Plating is obviously insane on Ashen Fortress, but you don't want to be getting shot as much as he does when your health pool is literally half the size. And Anti-Armor Doctrine's nice, Shredding Armor is nice, 30% crit chance against mechanized enemies is nice, but Phosphorus lets us use our flamethrower against the most common and threatening enemies to shred their armor, which is the most important thing to do to them, so yeah. Everything I just said about Napalm Blizzard, replace Napalm Blizzard with White Wolf, same story. Nightingale down here is going to get his concussive grenade, which I thought he already had when I gave him the flashbang on that mission. And it's just those 3 promotions, but those are 3 meaningful promotions, so it's good to have them. There's nothing new on the strategy layer, so let's head straight back to making contact in the New Arctic. We're finally pushing towards the Skirmisher territory and eventually the Reaper territory, so we can start hunting their Chosen and getting more cards from them. That will be incredibly helpful. Actually, can I do it now, or do I need something in their territory? Our new Pioneer is done. Assign new projects. We already had them queued up. We're making experimental heavy cannon shells and then going back into Dice Roulette looking for corrosive rounds. Let's go see our new Spark. Our last Spark is Decoy Express. Absolutely love that name. It's one of my favorite names I ever randomly generated during Long War with the Metal Gear Solid naming mod. I really like this guy's aesthetic. I like the bright pink Decoy Express. I also just generally really like the Titanfall skins for the Sparks. They're very well made. Anyway, enough gushing. We have one more Pioneer to add to our roster. Congratulations on your big shield. I'm sure you're going to be a disgustingly powerful unit someday, but right now we might need to baby you a little bit. All he really has is punch, and he's not even that good at punch yet. With Decoy Express introduced to the team, we're going to go back to making contact in the New Arctic. Oh, I went to check this.
Commander, we're picking up.
Well, I guess we're doing an ambush.
It looks like the last
Oh, hey!
deployed was
Even though we haven't met the assassin yet, we know her name. She's going by Nightblade this time. Anyway, I'll see you in like 3 seconds, but I have a boring mission to play. So normally I don't even bother recording these missions. I've actually started recording again for this. This is a 3-man team. It's Iron Rhino, and I think it's a Combat Engineer and a Sapper, or is it 2 Sappers? A Combat Engineer and a Sapper. The reinforcements have dropped within a defensive mine range. And with 3 people, I'm much more well equipped to fight these random wandering pods of 1. And with Slash on Iron Rhino, I can very easily deal with something like this. So I'm gonna blue move here. I'm probably going to Slash no matter what I see. But if I see nothing, I'm definitely going to Slash. And I'm gonna fight through this one because I can get away with it. And that's like all the reason I need to. It's free XP, maybe some free loot. So, was there a punish? Did I see anyone and pull something?
Target neutralized.
No. Even if I did, though, I'd just be like dropping off over the back into full cover. There was no risk here. I'm just gonna drop down behind where I am in case I see something. I don't really imagine a circumstance where I need any help dealing with this pod. So from here, I can toss one over. This will be the right edge. So I should be able to toss the mine from here. 1 tile gap, right edge, middle, left edge. If there's a purifier in this that I kill, I'll be very, very sad about it. But Ocelot will live. He has blast padding. He'll be fine. And I'll just point blank overwatch it. I'm gonna tile back here. I'm not going to use my second mine. Just going to overwatch again. This should be a pod of 2 or 3, maybe an officer leading and then like troopers or other garbage. This should pretty much kill the pod all the time. Because the officer's gonna be first. That's how reinforcement pods work. So the one guy with health to survive is going to get dropped instantly by the shotguns. Most of the time. Oh no, they've seen us.
They're on to me.
Guess we'll have to do something about that.
You know, that was good.
Yep, that's about right. Getting ability points, getting experience, maybe get some loot. Now, this turn, I want to play it a little bit slow. I will take this position. I'm giving myself the ability to see some enemies, but not too much.
I'm on it.
Alright, from here I'm just going to overwatch. I don't want to move too much. I want to keep these guys relatively together. The plan is anytime we see a soldier, Iron Rhino runs in and kills them. Which means we all need to more or less stay in the same spot. I'm going to move up to this position. It's a little bit awkward if I see someone all the way over here, but I've got grenades. Going to drop here. Where is everyone? Going to move full forward to this location. Still no pull. I'm just going to move down, and I'm going to move Iron Rhino to that location, and we'll try again next turn. We should get, like, another 10 kills as we walk through this area. We've got someone coming in from the left. No, we don't. And that's why we're doing the aggressive strategy. Now that we're able to do it, we get the experience, we get the rank ups. Going to blue move first with Psycho Mantis, if she can get very far. The place I want my sapper to be is on this full cover. It pulled, that's what I want to see actually. Run towards me, you idiot. You absolute buffoon. Do you know who Iron Rhino is? Anyway, we're doing this just to stack experience on our covert op soldier that doesn't get to see nearly enough real missions. Because boy howdy, our breakthrough honed edge assault's good at killing a lot of single dudes. Oh no, we actually have to fight 3 guys at once. It's almost a real situation. Come on, finish deploying. We all know you're moving slightly forward into shitty cover. Now, from where I am, I'm in full cover to that one and half cover to the others. This is obviously the wrong side to be on. I think I'm going to top over to this side. Half cover forward, full cover left. That's clearly much better.
Heading out.
Now, you're a little bit flanked, but you can remove his cover, potentially kill him. And even if you fail, Psycho Mantis can take the chip kill. You can take away my gear, but you can't take away my frags. Psycho Mantis needs that vision of that, which this is exactly what that does. I don't think there was a full cover facing forward position on Iron Rhino here, but if there was, I should have taken that after I did those moves.
I've got eyes on an advent position.
This doesn't matter at all. We'll take him out with the rest of them next turn. The real question is what's happening with these shots. Is Iron Rhino taking random unlikely wounds? This one's decently likely, I'll be honest. It's always the assaults, but this is a minor wound. Not worried about it. I'm in full cover towards the other one. Yeah. Now that said, I'm not exactly willing to run overwatches anymore. We can take out that trooper's cover here. We do have to use a shotgun ship on Psycho to kill him again. That's perfectly fine. We do want to run this Overwatch on Psycho. It's important that it's not going on Iron Rhino. Unfortunate, but it's all ablative shield, so it's fine. Finish him off. Now, which one I slash is primarily determined by which one can put me in better full cover. If I position behind this tree, I can get flanked from here. This is not a step out. I can't be flanked from there. And he can't get behind this. He can take this position, but that's a suicide flank, so I think he's much more likely to run backwards. If I kill this trooper, I'm very likely pulling something else. I can slide here and throw a grenade, but that sounds terrible. I can run and gun here and take a shot. What's my base aim looking like? 74. Taking a shot doesn't sound like it's the way. We're gonna get on this tree.
Hostile target down.
We expected something like that, but we have full cover facing forward. We're fine.
On your order.
We have targets and half cover to bait. We're in no real danger here on Rhino. You're taking the shot, really. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, you could take the 50s in the back, but yeah, just throw a bunch of 25s and hope to kill, maybe. I can't even say it's wrong, like it's actually the correct play. Anyway, this can't possibly hit me, it breaks the Overwatch, it's what we do. Taking way more wounds on Iron Rhino than I expected to during all this.
We have multiple targets down.
Just gonna fall back here.
I'm all over it.
And I'll bring Revolver Ocelot forward in Overwatch. Didn't mean to put 6 damage worth of wounds on Iron Rhino this mission, but sometimes that happens, I guess. This is why I always stealth these missions, even in this situation where it's like stacked to the teeth in my favor. I've got a massive wound on my Assault.
I'm on it. Overwatch.
Yeah, it was just 11 enemies, that's instant turns.
On it.
I'm not sure that no loot and the experience of 11 enemies was worth a fairly major wound on Iron Rhino. We'll see how bad it is in the infirmary when we get back.
On.
All members of Wraith 1 have been successfully evac'd.
Psycho Mantis 4 kills, never messed up at any points. Iron Rhino 4 kills, same damage exactly. Less shots fired, more slashes used, a few more medals given out though. And Revolver Ocelot doing great with that opening mine, but then doing relatively little afterwards, just chucking grenades to break cover. And get other people in range of chip kills for Psycho.
Beyond all expectations.
It's only 11 days before the infirmary, I think. I'll see if that's counting the infirmary or not when I get there. It probably is. I imagine the base wound was 22 days. 11 days for having 2 health left sounds wildly inaccurate. Lightning reflexes is a huge deal though. Honestly, I'd rather have her out for 11 days and would get lightning reflexes when she comes back than send her out on a mission right now without it. Heading down here, we can see that it's showing the infirmary in that opening scene, so it's 11 days with the infirmary like I was saying it probably was. And right before we got that, I was realizing we probably need to stop and see if we can launch new covert ops. They're all back, they're all tired, Iron Rhino's been more than tired. Actually, with the tired, like these guys are probably out for 7-8 days because of tired. It's only really a 3-day wound then, right? Because they weren't able to go on missions anyway. Anyway, what do we get? We got a Mech Wreck, a Viper Corpse X2, 2 Illyrium Cores, an Advent Stun Lancer. You just get a lot of stuff from this. The value in credits for doing these missions has gotta be well over 50, right? Assuming you have no use for any of this stuff, which isn't the case. Anyway, coming over to Covert Ops, we have a hacking mission and an aim mission that we want to send out. Let's see if Silent Cyclone or Toaster are back. Toaster's out for another 33 hours, and Silent Cyclone is ready for their mission. Honestly, I feel like I have a few too many medics right now, and I don't want to send a Corporal Medic on these assaults. So I'm going to send Apex Disaster, even though I really want them ranking up to get better at their job. Moderate ambush, but we'll just flee if that happens. Major soldier wound, that's par for the course, it just happens. We can negate the risk of ambush for 25 intel, I thought that was supplies, not a chance in hell. And I think we're back to scanning for contact. In 33 hours, we need to send Covert out on their op. Supply drops in 10 days, so we have a good margin of error if we mess it up. New infiltration mission. How could I possibly say no to that? I've already burned through almost all of my allies, I've got 8 left. What a risk. There's a major risk for messy insertion, which will make us 20% tired and give one soldier 25% injured. I might just want to over-infiltrate this with a 6-man squad then. We are doing this, guaranteed. What's the actual difficulty in set reps?
Lost activity in this area. Our forces will need to be especially vigilant.
I don't know if this is a mission type where you get to take the loot with you. It says Escort Resistance Operative 2, so I would think that you do get something. I'm not familiar with this specific resistance type though. But all the same, it's an Exalt training exercise. Rookies or not, they hit for a lot. I'm kind of afraid of that. Difficult mission. I feel like I do need to send a full squad to this. You know, I did just get a second Pioneer. Okay, so this is what I've cooked up for Operation Vigilant Claw. I'm sending out 6. I'm not sending out the full 8. I'm sending out 3 of them in civilian disguises. But we are sending Ashen Fortress, our Colonel Pioneer, as part of this team. And I'm giving him all of his gear as well. I'm giving 2 of my suits of Predator armor over to this team. I won't be giving over this Shard gun, we need that for the main team. But I will take a normal shotgun still. We're also taking the Exalt Long Lance and one of our mag rifles, one of our Gauntlet Mark IIs. As far as a 6-man team with 3 disguises goes, I think this one's really damn strong. I think, especially with Ashen Fortress here and the Lost as a distraction, we'll manage. We'll find a way to make this good. I had Doll Eyes here to help deal with mechs and to repair Ashen Fortress, but honestly, Ashen Fortress has so rarely taken hull damage, and with an Exalt training exercise in the Lost, there will be so few mechs, that I think I'm much better off bringing literally anyone who's good at shooting the Lost, instead of somebody with a basic bullpup. I'm gonna bring Rampant Mystery. A shotgun's nice, a sword is nice. They need to rank up to Lieutenant for lightning reflexes. And I will be giving him the augmented shotgun. And Predator armor, I will not be sending them with a disguise. My experimental blade appears to be in use, but that doesn't mean I can't give them something else, for instance, an axe. And then I'll take 2 frags and tracers for the last slots. We tossed a lightweight frame and a laser sight onto White Wolf shotgun, and we're sending them out. I believe in you guys.
My kind will do whatever is
And we can keep making contact. I don't think Toaster's not back just yet, so we'll keep scanning.
Another important step forward.
Alright. I believe that means we can unlock Illyrium power integration, the bridging tech, and boost all of our equipment by +1 health and damage, which would be insane if it's the case. We can definitely do the Shadow Chamber. Oh, we've inspired psionics, and that's what we want to do afterwards. Shit. So we have Illyrium power integration unlocked. It'll take 21 days.
Intently focused on
Or
singular aspect
we could just do psionics, which is normally 26 days, but it's cut down to 13 right now.
Sometimes it's easy to avoid seeing the bigger picture.
If we do psionics, we get this power spike 13 days later.
Whether it was
More importantly, if we go to engineering build facilities, leave anyway.
that led me to blindly pursue my
I don't think we have psionics coming up in 13 days, guys.
Again on your order, Commander.
Hey, Commander.
This is a power relay that takes 12 days to finish. This is a machinery that takes 30 days to excavate. In terms of overall tech time, it might speed us up, but we can't possibly build a psionics lab anytime soon. And even once this is done and this is destroyed and made into something else, it's not going to be psionics. It's going to be the guerrilla training school or the guerrilla tactics schools in the training center. Psionics is going to be one of these 2 things at the bottom, and the comms relay is going to be the other one. Actually, the comms relay might be this, and then either guerrilla tactics school or training center all the way down here. But psionics is one of these 2 for sure. We're not building psionics anytime soon. So as much as it pains me, and as much as I want the inspired psionics, we're still going Illyrium power integration. It's just unfortunate.
Objective added.
Yeah, we're not doing that. The Shadow Chamber is a long way off.
Of the aliens elated to their
Gothic Toaster is back on deck, so we can send her out on that Covert op. Whoever we're sending on this mission with her, we're not happy about it because, well, all of our soldiers are either valuable or we're desperately trying to rank them up as fast as possible. So like scrolling to the bottom, we could send our Pioneer Spark, no. Our field support, we really want to be ranking them up on the assault missions. Like we can send them back to back on 2 assaults and we really want to do that. A Corporal Marksman. If I knew you got 3 AP from this mission, I would send them. But I don't know that. How many field medics are on deck right now? I got 1 mission out of Seething Orca, 1 mission out of Bitter Flare. I'm gonna send Laughing Octopus. I don't know that Laughing Octopus has a mission he's gonna go on anytime soon. So this is a way to get value out of him. Good luck, you 2. 16 days, Jesus. We will allocate 25 supplies to get rid of that capture chance. 16 days is such a long time. We're still doing it, but that sucks. So it's hard not to acknowledge this for me. There's a design tenet in Living Space that you shouldn't be able to do everything. Well, in Covert Infiltration. And Living Space is part of enforcing that by limiting how many soldiers you can have. You can't just spam by rookies to do everything. I feel like I've done everything. Like, sure, I didn't do these 4. I didn't stop the Alloy Dark event. I didn't do literally everything, but I feel like I've done everything. And I guess the flip side is, I also feel like I've done everything I can to gain the ability to do this. I've gone out of my way to hire huge amounts of soldiers. I'm sending out 6 mission teams. I'm sending out people on real missions with civilian disguises. And there have been times where I felt like I've been doing it by the skin of my teeth. And right now, I know I have at least 3 assaults coming up. I have 20 ready, but there are 3 assaults coming up. And I'm using these sparks over and over and over again. They're real workhorses. They're doing a long way towards getting me the barracks depth that I need to do all these things. But even with 21 ready, I think that literally just ticked over. I thought it was 20 when I started talking. But even with 21 ready, that's only enough to do these upcoming assaults and a terror defense. We're pretty much out of troops. There's going to be another chain with something in it coming before the supply drop. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm just barely getting everything I want because I'm doing everything in my power, or if I'm getting too much because of the mod setup. I don't know. Either way, let's get on with it.
You have to expect I'd come for your
Oh no, I'll make less money. What will I ever do? I'll have to sell more corpses.
spreading word.
Finally. First of all, hell yeah, 24 alloys. But second of all, finally. We've been trying to build something here for so long. Unfortunately, we don't get to build anything fun here. No, we're building a power relay because we just need this. We're at full power. We've been locked on power for quite a while. The Gremlin's gonna make it finish in 12 days, and then we can tear down this power relay and actually build something useful. These other 2 Gremlins are immediately gonna continue excavating in the next room. 60 days is unreasonable, but 30 is quite manageable. And let's keep on making contact. I was gonna say we might actually get to finish it this time, but I guess not. We got some ability points out of these 2 squaddies and corporals. They really could use some more experience. They are easily the worst soldiers on our roster at this point. And we're gonna finish making contact. Let's do it. Oh. Okay, fine.
Famous commander. Your reputation is spreading beyond
Operation Lucifer's Hammer? You shitting me? What's this for? Oh, we're hunting the Chosen.
to put on.
Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Hack the workstation on a train? We get the loot. Also, that's a lot of Exalt. That's multiple Exalt sit reps. Let's go look at it. Oh, I can't. I can click on this. We've got an Exalt training exercise, so there's a huge number of Exalt rookies in the normal squads. Leaked operation, so we don't start with concealment. And Exalt squad, they'll be dropping in. The team we've got going on the mission, it's an 8-man team. Do they have armor? Yeah, they're fully kitted out. That's great. So what do we have? All 7 classes and a skirmisher, Cal 15 bullpup, expanded scope and magazine, ionic ripjack, got a rocket launcher and a boots. I think this is where my gas grenades have been. Nope, just frags. We got a mag cannon with a scope here. Ooh. Our tech specialist here might be a squaddie. That's a bit of a weak link. He does have tracer rounds and a bunch of frags, so he might be able to do something, but that's definitely a weak link. We've got Dead Man Walking, Wayward Traveler. He's going to die. It's just what happens with assaults. It happens every time. It's just how it's going to go. Hidden Tornado's only got the basic shotgun, but shotguns on my common engineers are more about giving them an ability that says deal 1 damage to anything within line of sight than actually firing a gun at a person. It's just one of the Swiss Army knife tools they have. They have shotguns, they have flamethrowers, they have rocket launchers, they have frag grenades, they have flashbang grenades, and they have smoke grenades. And between the 6 of them, you should be able to find something good on your turn. And Stone Invader being dead weight like medics are, but that's fine. We're finally making progress on a story objective. I know we did the Black Site not too long ago, and this is objectively less meaningful, but it somehow feels more meaningful to me, and I don't really know why. Anyway, I'll see you with Operation Lucifer's Hammer next time. I've been Rather Coherent. Hope you're enjoying the series, hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you in the next one.